Shalom. Giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bashem Rakakodash. Shalom to the 144,000 wrestling elect out there. Shalom to you all. I'm going to entitle this video. This is based off this video that's live right now. I'm going to entitle this video, "Don't Be Surprised If the Most High Takes These Two Demons Out." And you know what I'm talking about. Hakkar and Hassad and Hakkar. These guys are two demons that sold their soul to the devil. And now they're trying to reverse themselves. They were saying, oh, Edomites and other nations could be saved, and they're going to be vassals in the kingdom. They're going to pretty much, we ain't going to beat the hell out of them and work them. They pretty much is going to be equal, almost, not quite equal, but almost equal to us. It'll be like over here, you know, you walk your dog, you can be a Jake, and he won't, every once in a while, a cop and fuck with you, or if you're a Moabite, no. They're going to go into hardcore slavery. So now they're trying to reverse themselves. In a video that I just did, it should still be live, premiere. But now they're saying pretty much, oh, they're going to be delivered from the destruction because they believe. None of them believe, all right? It's not in their nature to believe this thing. They're not of the elect. Only ones that's going to be in the ships is the elect. So now they're saying, but no, they're going to get beamed up in the ships, but they're going to go into slavery. So we're going to give the Edomites a free ride. Then we're going to land down. Remember, the majority of the Israelites in America is not going to make it. But a handful of Edomites are going to make it in some other nations just to be beamed up in the ship and then come down on earth. Oh, now we're going to put you in slavery. That shit is stupid. They're reversing themselves, man. People in war. Hey, you guys are like this guy, Nero 47. Everybody's waking up to Nero 47. You know, he's a wuss. And he was talking all that shit about Mandami, whatever this guy, the Elamite dude or Arab, whatever his name is. He when this guy faced him face to face, he whimpered, man. If that's, yeah, he whimpered. He pussified him. This guy's all bark, no bite. You know what I'm talking about. But these two magpies, they're gonna get it. All right, so let me just go ahead and let this play from about here.
To do it and the talent, that's a part of it. But they actually, train and build their craft. Yeah. And the more, the more temperate or the more disciplined they are, the greater they get.
That's a fact.
You know? That's
a fact.
This is why you got your Michael Jordans and your Kobe Bryants and individuals like that. Because they actually train and they actually, are.
By the way, this video is based upon a video that I was doing earlier. Whether it's still live or not, I'm not on the page. And he kind of got in. That's why the title of the video, as you can see, where you true defenders of the gospel at. Because every Israelite was supposed to jump these guys, spiritually, of course. And pray for them too.
Moving when others are laying down, sleeping, drinking, talking shit, having sex. You know?
Yeah, and like you said, Apostle, they exercise, and that's what's commanded of us to do in this thing, is to exercise.
Yep.
So we're talking about exercising your senses, being involved, and that's what this whole video is about. It's about what? Being involved in what? The heresies that are taking place, all right, to be combating, so that men and the elect will know what the truth is. So if you're about truth, you're going to stand for truth.
That's it.
If the truth resonates with you, you're going to be moved in the spirit to speak on truth.
That's it. Want to say something?
No, because like when you go into the history, I'm thinking Phineas come to mind.
Yep.
Phineas had to stay the plague away from Israel because he was so zealous for the Lord, and that got him an everlasting name.
Beautiful.
So you're gonna have the men of the Lord defending the gospel, and it's gonna be a reward unto them at the finish line.
Yeah. You guys, here it is, almost 2026, and you still teaching that Mark of the Beast is sleeping with white women or an embargo or sin in all of its forms, and you guys change it a bunch of times, especially the leader of IUIC. You're teaching that the new moon is the full moon. That's off. The MOTB is, like I said, it's sin in all of its forms. That's off. You can only have one woman. That's off. the Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. That all y'all teaching that Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is the Sabbath. That's off. Yeah, but the seven taught it. Well, they were off. Great men are not always wise. Now you got these guys. You guys don't rebuke. You got to rebuke in the sake of new people that come into it. If they're thinking about joining the camp, and they come across our videos and other videos, and they'll say, well, why is this guy teaching one thing in this group and they all one Westers? Well, the Spirit is going to lead you to what the truth is. So all you guys are off. All you guys are fake.
Hey, you know, it's funny. I was just reading that story earlier.
And it's going to be manifest too. When they make that chip mandatory to the whole planet Earth, all you guys are going to have to explain, unless you got some real zombies, bona fide zombies, and they believe in you, then fuck them too.
You know, to show you how the Spirit works. You know, so yeah, so the bottom line is, where are you?
And here, if nobody, I'm talking about the members of GMS. What did this guy say to Barnes and Platoon? No, Barnes said that. He said, I want every swinging prick in the field, and instead of prick, put the D, take the BR out and put the D there, right? He said, I want every swinging prick in the field, meaning he wants you active, man, not scared and nervous. He wants you in that battle. So we're in the battle right now. This is basically the last scene of Apocalypse Now. Apocalypse Now. This is basically the last scene of Platoon. Remember when they just had an all-out firefight and they blew shit up, right? That's where we at, man. That's where we at. We in the final scene of Platoon and the final scene of Apocalypse Now. So you're supposed to be on fire, man. You're supposed to be active. If you're not active, get active. If you don't get active, you're gonna get out. You're gonna get out. And this goes to every member in GMS, not the leader of GMS. Give me a second. That's Sakaran. See, we on fire, man. He let me know what he doing, cause he gonna get ready to pick me up. Hey, so listen up. Forgive me. Excuse me. Hello? Yeah, I hung you up by mistake. Hey, yeah, well, I know what you're gonna say. Hey, I'll see you when I see you. Hey, did this guy send you anything? Cause I was supposed to get something. All right, shalom, y'all. Shalom. I should have let this play. Let me go ahead and let this play.
Guys that were actually at One West, not these flunkies that are Johnny-come-latelys that are talking about shit they don't have no fucking clue about. You opening your mouth about One West, you weren't there. You don't know what went down there. All you heard is what you've been told. Some of it is true and some of it is bullshit. But you taking that rumor and running with it. So you pretty much giving heed to false witnesses. I don't know where the fuck you got that from. There ain't no book out there that taught that the seven back then taught that all heathens could be saved. That's total bullshit. That was never taught. I was there. I know because I was there. You know? I was there probably before either one of you were born either. I'm not sure when y'all were born or y'all were babies when the Lord had me there. When the Elder Apostle Charles was there, y'all was in the spirit world. Dig it. Go ahead.
Yo, it says in every man. Okay, we read that. Yeah.
So where are you guys at?
Yeah, you two niggas have no business teaching. Period, man. You gotta be out of here. Alexander and Hymenaeus, man. The Most High called Satan on these wicked dudes. Let me go ahead and get that. Give me a second. Alexander Okay, right here. See, I mentioned Alexander here. 1 Timothy 1, 1 Timothy 1, verse 20, of whom is Hymenaeus and Alexander, whom I have delivered unto Satan, that they may learn not to blaspheme. 2 Timothy 4, verse 14, Alexander the coppersmith did me much evil. Yahweh reward him according to his work. Give me a second. This charge I commit unto thee, son Timothy, according to the prophecies which went prophecies. So Paul, this proves that Paul spoke prophecies. Peter wrote prophecies. Oh, Second Thessalonians, what is that? 2 verse 3. Right? He was prophesying, which went before on thee. Oh, by the way, these two magpies don't believe, they don't follow Paul. That thou by them mightest war a good warfare. Like I said, you like for example, let's say GMS Las Vegas. You got the head, which we know his name. We're gonna know your people gonna know your name for because your name keeps coming up for good reasons or bad reasons. Some niggas you know their name because they constantly doing stupid shit. Or some of them are diligent, so you're gonna know your name, man. They're gonna know your name. So let's say him, he's doing the video, he's the head, he's doing the video. Guess what? If there's 5 brothers in there, all of them are supposed to be doing the same amount of videos you're supposed to be doing, or be just as diligent. Did not Paul say that? Did not Peter say that? Give diligence to make that calling and election. I always bring that up. That's a t-shirt right there. Give diligence to make that calling and election sure. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. Commit unto faithful men, which is able to teach others also. We have not shunned to share with you the, I'm merely paraphrasing, the whole counsel of the Most High. I'm merely paraphrasing. So your job is to work, be on fire right now. We're in the, look, the last scene of Platoon and the last scene of Apocalypse Now. You know what I'm saying? Holding faith and a good conscience, which some have put concerning faith, have made shipwreck. Now they're fucking lying. Talking about, well, the 7 taught that the Gentiles could be saved. And General Yohana changed. General Yohana didn't change nothing in 1995. That's bullshit. But you got to understand, when you talk this shit, we were there. We were eyewitnesses. Just like it says, Peter said, we were eyewitnesses. That's 2 Peter 1, if I'm not, no. That's 1 Peter 1, if I'm not mistaken. Of whom is Hymenaeus and Alexander. These 2 niggas are Hymenaeus and Alexander, whom I have delivered unto Satan. So we can call Satan on you. We calling Satan, we calling the beast on you. Inside joke. That they may learn not to blaspheme. Now oh, you know who blasphemes? Nate. He refused to call on the true name. Now last week we caught the nigga say Yahweh. We caught the nigga say Yahweh. He threw it in there, Yahweh, real quick. Blasphemy. Blaspheme. That they may learn not to blaspheme. To speak reproachfully, meaning disrespectful. They speaking disrespectfully, disrespecting the word of the Most High. They took out all the books. If you say Paul, well, what he said in Hebrews, that really wasn't the word of the Most High came to him. So guess what? You got to throw out all the books of Paul, because they say, wait, Paul went off on that book. What else did he go off on? And then you got to throw out all of Peter, 1 Peter and 2 Peter, because Peter endorsed Paul. He was highly esteemed as far as Peter was concerned concerning Paul. And then John was in the same mind frame of Peter. So guess what? You got to throw out all the books of John, all the books of Peter, all the books of Apostle Paul, which I believe there's 14 books, 14 epistles. So you guys fucked up, and you're not. You niggas are like Saul's sons. You ain't gonna get it back. The Most High have taken the spirit from you and have given it to your neighbor. Okay, to be evil spoken of, reviled, rallied at. So this is disrespect to the word. And then you got these innocent, Jakes out there believing you, thinking that you have the truth. Hey, you talking about Edomites is gonna make it, man? I know one thing. When you have your Passover, you ain't gonna have Moabite, Edomite. You ain't gonna have that up in there, man. We know that you. So the jig is up. The gig is up. However you say the gig is up. Hey, Charlie Kirk, right? Charlie Kirk got so-called whacked, but guess what? Everybody's saying nope, this happened, and his wife was with it, and the small hats did it, and he went against the small hats, and they got this kid that was on the roof that ran, they got snipers saying no, it's humanly impossible for you to shoot a gun like that, break it down, jump off the roof, and put it back together. I've been a sniper for 20 years, and that's impossible. So you can't get away now. You can't get away. Now I'm magnifying my office to you elite. This shit ain't working no more. Because guess what? You got the web now. You got the web. This is why Jay Rockefeller said what he said. He said the web should have never been, the internet should have never been invented. Because now you got everything. You got, why did they blacklist Alex Jones? Which he's an insider any fucking way. He's controlled opposition. He says a lot of good things. Say a lot of good things, but you control opposition, whether you know it or not. Because there's control opposition. You don't know that you control opposition. Like these two magpies, they're control opposition. The number one camp, the el número uno camp, número uno camp are the men of GMS, starting from the apostles on down. So any of you niggas that fall out or get kicked out, nigga, you're on your own. You're going to have to feel that fire by your damn self. Anyway, let's come on back over here. I said I was going to go someplace else. What did I say I was going to go? See? My mind is racing. Oh, I was going into I was using that as an example. You got the head elder, Karatazar out of Las Vegas. He does a lot of videos, man. They took his thing down for a little bit of about a week and change. Then he hurried up. He had trouble getting it back up. They were kind of blocking him, but he got a new one up, and he put in. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me do this. Let me do this right here. Bear me for a minute, y'all. Just want to check something. Okay. Just want to see if he did something recent. And everything's on each platform. Number one platform is YouTube. That means every entertainer, every athlete, Floyd Mayweather, Denzel Washington, C. King. Yeah, guy does he does a better impersonation of Denzel than Denzel. Okay, let me see something here. Okay, another super diligent elder out of Raleigh, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know all these different places. GMS, Virgin Islands Straight Gate, another diligent brother, always doing videos, and he's out there by himself, holding it down. Look at this. Let me do it this way. I thought he did a recent video. He did one last night. I get so much notifications. So a lot of people say, you never answered my question. I didn't see it. There's so much stuff. I can't, you know, need a secretary or two to keep up with all this information. Let me do it this way. I'm sorry. Look at this. Always on the grind, baby. Always on the grind. Let me see. I did subscribe to his page. Should be out the, maybe it's at the top. Let me see. See, I got him just in case he's gonna say something demonic. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Oh, Friends of the Prophets, another one. The new song, Bah. I listen. I get these notifications. I watch their videos. I can't watch every video, but I watch most of them. Malcolm, the head elder over Chicago, GMS Chicago. Kim Iverson, she's Vietnamese, but she look like the Latin tribe. She be putting give you a lot of information. I be watching. I said, "Damn, I'm surprised she's still living. They should kill her ass." All that truth she's coming out with. Redacted. Where the hell? Where the hell? But I did subscribe. Anyway, let's come on back.
We're actually there. Where are you at, General? Commanding General Yohana. Where are you at, Bishop Nathaniel? General King Bishop Nathaniel. Where are you at, Bishop Yawasab? And the rest of you guys that were back there. Where are you at defending the gospel? There should be videos going up around the.
Everybody should be attacking these guys, these two magpies. Everybody should be attacking them, and everybody should know that these guys made a deal for a Happy Meal.
Clock against this bullshit. You know? Take a goddamn.
Another thing. He it sound like this guy. The hell is his name? Yeah, I forget his name. He's a motivational guy. He did the Navy SEALs. The Jake Gergen. He's my man sound like Gergen. Hold up.
What, defending the gospel? There should be videos going up around the clock against this bullshit. You know? Take a goddamn stance.
That's Gergen. Take a goddamn stance. Stay hard.
You know, stop being so goddamn fucking PC.
No, he sounded just like Gergen, man. Stay hard.
Like you, Priest Zabak, Elder Priest Zabak.
Yeah, Zabak. Come on, bro. You should be ashamed of yourself. Here it is. A month and change to 2026, and you still teaching that Cornelius is an Edomite? Hey, you still teaching that the mark of the beast is John 3:16? I know what you meant by that. You meant Christianity. That's what you meant by that. That went over people's heads. Well, the 7, see, I'm going with the 7 went off on certain things, man. The 7 ain't here no more. We the top. We the what did Magneto say, man? This is our wars. This is our war to win. Something to that effect. Not theirs. This is our world, not theirs. Dr. Xavier. Think of a lot of things, you know. I'm bugging.
And Elder Priest Daniela.
And the X-Men, they were about, the X-Men, they were about destroying Esau, bro. About the humankind. The Planet of the Apes series, the new one. And the old one, what was it all about? General Ursus, Dr. Zeus. What was that all about? Destroying Esau. That whole movie was, watch the original one. It was about destroying Esau. Now that's how it's going to be in the kingdom. It's just like the Planet of the Apes, the original, man. That was a war to take down Esau, bro.
You guys are too fucking PC, man. Trying to explain away. These dudes are demons, man.
Yeah.
They are 2 demons. They're the top 2 demons on the planet Earth. The top 2 Israelite demons on the planet. Yes, I'm talking about you, Hakar, and I'm talking about you, Hassad. And it'll be nice if the Most High deleted you niggas. Yeah, you heard it. There's no hope for you, bro. There's no hope for you two magpies. You're done. You're finished. Now you blamed it on Alazar. Alazar wasn't right, this, that, and the other. Nigga, you ain't right. And even Alazar's coming against you now. Because he knows y'all. So your kingdom is falling. You just started your kingdom last week. And the motherfucker's crumbling, bro. Just like the what's his name? Charlie Kirk. His case. Everybody's saying that shit is an inside job. The small hats did it. They're waking up.
They don't need no explanation. By you doing that, you're pretty much, giving them the right hand of fellowship. Justifying their wickedness.
The scriptures speak about rebuking somebody. Rebuke, give them hard rebuke that others may fear. Matter of fact, rebuke. The hell did I spell it? Rebuke. I said rebuke. Rebuke. Russian attack. Then I rebuke. How does it go? This guy, Busta Rhymes. Okay, rebuke 46 times. I want to go to the New Testament. Right, as many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous, zealous. The zealots, the word zealots come from the word zealous. Therefore, and repent. I don't want Jude. I'm reading backwards. Titus 2 verse 15. These things speak and exhort and rebuke with all authority. Let no man despise thee. Rebuke with all authority, meaning you guys might be right. I don't know. You guys might. I don't know. No. Not one Edomite or one heathen is going to be beamed up into them ships. They're going to be, if they're in America, if they're on this land called America, they're going to be utterly destroyed. Babylon the Great will be utterly destroyed. Titus 1 verse 13. This witness is true, wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith. You guys are not going to be sound in the faith. You guys are 2 demons. And there's no coming back. two Sauls. The two King Sauls. Ain't no coming back for you, man. The difference is Samuel mourned for Saul for the Lord rejecting him. We ain't mourning for you niggas. Preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. First Timothy 5:20. Them that sin rebuke before all, that others may fear. So we're supposed to get on you that others may fear. All of you are supposed to line up on these two demons right here. The Edomites are gonna make it. The other nations are gonna make it on the ship. Oh, they're gonna get salvation too. You know, they ain't gonna get it too. We ain't gonna be hard on them in the kingdom. There's several scriptures that refute what you say. Hence, we come to the conclusion that you guys sold out. You took the bag. And you dudes that are lukewarm, that's in GMS, the Most High gonna get rid of y'all. He gonna get rid of y'all. He might delete some of you niggas. And if you get deleted, and we'll say, well, what did the nigga do? Oh, he wasn't doing nothing. Plus, he was lined up. He parted, you know that part with the air, you got that thing shaved off, that little whirly thing going. You got the beard, you got the Rick Ross beard with the part of it shaved. You know, Most High gonna kill all you niggas, man. I pray the Most High have mercy on us, but we're diligent. Somebody tell me on the chat I'm not diligent. I'm too lukewarm. And if you tell me that, I'll get even deeper. I'll get deeper diligent. Tell me that I'm not diligent.
Take a cut.
I'm not gonna tell you to do something that I wouldn't do.
Damn stance, man.
You sound like Gergen. Gergen. Let me show you who Gergen is. When I be doing my walk, I be playing, he gets me motivated. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, let's come over here. What's his nigga name? Gergen. Gergen. I hope I'm smelling it right. Not Jurgens, Gergen. What the hell is his name? Navy. How do you spell Navy? Navy SEAL. Okay. See if it comes up this way. Come on now. Where the hell is he? Is his name Greg Gergen? Let me do it this way. Do it this thing. Black Navy SEALs. Because I believe he's the 36 Black Navy SEALs motivational speaker. Give me a second, y'all. There he goes. David Goggins. Yeah, you listen to him, boy. You get you working out. You say I'm gonna do 3 sets. You wind up doing 5 sets of military presses, or instead of doing 30 push-ups, you do 50. He says, "Stay hard." Hey, I got a bunch of his videos. I got a bunch of his videos when I do my walk, when I'm working out. You know, and I come to the crib, I'm hitting the weights. I got that thing blasted, man, for the neighbors. So anyway, that's how you got to be. You got to have with this truth, you got to have a Hebrew Israelite, David Goggins, spirit. Oh, he messed up. He almost killed, what's this guy? Israel Adesanya. He had him working out, man. Adesanya, he was throwing up, he's fainting and all that. And this man said, he said they would do it. They were working out for like ever. And they was on the stair climber, right? And he put on high, and this guy was falling out, fainting. And then he said, look, he said when your world ends, mine's just begin. That's hey, he was over 300 pounds when he wanted to be a Navy SEAL. He saw it on Discovery or something. I saw that same thing back in the day. They had a thing on the Navy SEALs. All they do is they put you in water, you freezing, you got to lift shit up. They constantly, they giving you constant PT, physical training, right? Which is deeper than the Marines. They, sometimes you got Marines that become Navy SEALs and don't make it. but anyway, yeah, see, he likes to push it. And he was 300 pounds. He was, I believe, he was 36, 37 or something. He was up in age. And he said, first of all, you're too old. You're black. He said only 35 black men made it. Mostly white men get into it. He said, well, why can't I be, number 36 or number 37? And they said, well, in order for you to qualify, you got to lose 100 pounds. I believe they said in a month or 2 months. And he lost it. He was 200 pounds, 200 chains, and he made it, So he's a motivational speaker. So this is what Apostle Rabbi sounded like, And he would keep saying, "Stay hard.
Stop being so fucking weak. So goddamn PC."
He sounds just like David Goggins. He sounds just, "Stay hard."
That politically correct spirit ain't gonna get you to the kingdom.
That politically correct bullshit ain't gonna get you to the kingdom. That's the topic right there.
Because pretty much you're allowing them to just keep on with the bullshit. You got it, bro.
Yeah, you'll rebuke Esau, but you won't rebuke Jake. You got to rebuke them all.
Yeah, that's why in the law, when someone committed a sin unto death, one where it was the witness will cast it.
Let me tell you something. Let me give you this statement. I was born to do this. I was born to do this. If you're not born to do this, you're going to fade. You're going to teach a false doctrine. You're going to say Esau and the other nations can make it. I was born to do this. From my mother's womb, before my mother's womb, in the spiritual realm. I'm just like Jeremiah. Before I knew thee, I sanctified thee to be a prophet unto the nations. We are not only to get on Jake, but the other nations. We are to tell the nations what's. Why you think we call this guy Nero 47? Because the Spirit opened up our eyes. I'll be surprised if this guy's not Nero. He's one of them guys. He's either Nero or Caligula. Caligula was worse than Nero. But Nero was a real son of a bitch too. He killed his own mother. And he believed he killed his wife too. Then he missed his wife. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody do the fact checking. His mother was named Agrippina, if I'm not mistaken. His father was Claudius, and he had a hatred for the Israelites. And his son took up the gauntlet, took the baton and said, "Yeah, I hate him too, because we were raised in hell." He going after the northern kingdom. He don't like Jake, man. And the people came against him, and he killed himself. Now, what is this guy going to do now? He's fucking Nero, bro. That's Nero. And he looked like Nero.
The first stone, and then everyone else will have the stone to show forth that they're not a part of it.
Right, and then you had to have 2 to 3 witnesses before someone could be put to death. With this, these guys are saying that Gentiles could be saved was taught at One West. Bullshit.
You fucking two fucking demons. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gonna delete you niggas. And I better not have you as sons in the kingdom, because I'm gonna spike both of you niggas. Nah, I'm just joking. I can't do that. I gotta forgive you. But you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. So enjoy yourself on this side. Hebrews 11. I've been bringing that out recently about Moses choosing to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High, and then serving, having the pleasures of sin for a season. See, when you sell out, you're having the pleasures of sin for a season. And the hell with these Christians. We ain't got nothing to do to these Christians. You're a bunch of devils. We don't want to talk to you. Do your own thing. Don't fuck with us no more. We don't want to talk to y'all. Do your own thing. And you know why you don't do that? Because if you really started teaching that bullshit ass Christian doctrine, you ain't gonna get no followers, man. See, what you got to do is you got to put in Hebrew Israelites and Hebrew Israelites this and this guy from the black Hebrew Israelites. That's how you get, because you got them Christian zombies following you, man. Most High's not dealing with vocab. Vocab is a clown. We don't take him serious. That's why I say call the cops on this fucking clown.
Bullshit. How do I know? I was there. You weren't. The apostles were there. The bishops were there. You weren't. So all your bullshit that you talk about is nothing but rumors. You got it, bro.
Yup, it says now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible.
Right, so the people of the world, when they
corruptible crown is paid when they give you the back. That's a corruptible crown. We're doing it for incorruptible crown.
Tending for their craft, they're doing it to obtain a corruptible crown. And they fight for that, to get to that top position. So this is what we're supposed to be doing. And a part of the fight is what? Reproving, rebuking, so that others may be sound in the faith. That's what it's about. I ain't gonna ruffle no feathers. Fuck that for goddamn feathers. You know? And that's the fucking problem today. This is the reason why you have all this madness going on today. Because nobody wants to ruffle no fucking feathers except for Great Millstone. We gotta be the fucking bad guys. But that's alright. We'll be the bad guys. You ain't seen bad guys like us before. Inside joke, you got it.
Yeah. Yep, and then it says, I therefore so run not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air.
Right, so we know what we do. We're not shouting.
Wait a minute, them two guys ran uncertainly because they said, I kind of knew in my back of my mind that the Gentiles going to make it, but I really didn't want to say nothing. So for years, and then you had your little university, your specializing in apologetics. That means you did studies. You looked up the Greek word, you looked up the Hebrew word, you went into maps, but now you woke up, you know what, we were wrong. Edomites and the other nations can make it in the ships too. Sellouts.
Shadow boxing. We're not just beating at the air. We know what the fuck we're doing through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, which has given us this gift and has given us the spirit to defend it. I'll go to Philippians 1:17. You know? And that's the thing. You guys should have been outraged by this statement that these two clowns brought out. You should be fucking outraged.
General Yohana and them, they're not thinking about the babies.
Exactly. No, they're just thinking about themselves.
What you can make off of it.
Yeah, because a lot of them leaders out there pretty much are just teaching for filthy lucre's sake. It's just what can they benefit? They don't give a fuck about the flock. Because if you did, you would be building up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the day of the Lord's wrath. And you ain't doing that. You're nothing but hirelings. Unless you prove otherwise. Go ahead.
Yup, Philippians 1:17. But the other of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel.
So we're set for the defense of the gospel. And you individuals out there that call yourselves teachers, especially you that go back to One West, you're supposed to be set up as being defenders of the gospel.
The truth is, a lot of you top leaders of these camps, not all of you, but some of you, you ain't doing shit. You ain't doing a motherfucking thing.
So where the fuck are you at? Where you at? There should be an outrage at the wicked bullshit that's going on right now. The blatant lies. And these two little demons are going about it without any fear. Just fucking running their fucking mouth until the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai puts his foot right up your ass. Or you gonna see it. You keep fucking around with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You gonna
Jude. There's a good time opportune time to bring out the book of Jude. Eating without fear. Clouds they are.
See what the Lord gonna do to your monkey ass. Go ahead, bro.
This one.
No, you were getting some?
No, you gotta make this right here.
Go ahead.
All right, so it's a lot.
We almost at our destination, so we gonna end it when we.
I got one. This is.
Oh no, I wanted. Did you finish that? Earnestly to contend for the faith. Read that again, and then we'll go to the other precept you got. I want to just look up. I just want to look up the word defenders, and then you precept, and we can close it there.
Con. That was Philippians 1:17.
Yes, sir.
You want that word defense?
Yes. Because we're set up for the defense of the gospel. The true defenders.
Yeah.
Which is a proactive thing. It's proactive. Defending means proactive.
So where are you true defenders of the gospel at?
Apologia. Apologia.
Right, and this is where vocab and them other devils get their word apologist, 555. You know, apologist. Ed?
Yup, it says verbal defense, speech defense.
Go ahead.
A reasoned statement or argument. You know, the scriptures tell you, basically, with thy word thou shalt be justified.
Yep.
You know,
That word thou shalt be condemned.
Yeah. So if you don't speak on something, the scripture tell you that rest not upon many in judgment. In, Exodus the 23rd chapter. Now you got Salaki. You gotta go all the way to the top. Okay. Yeah, you gotta go all the way to the top.
Go ahead.
Yep. Well, what I was quoting
Shit.
in the book of Exodus.
Coming around the corner, not even. Yeah, you got it, bro.
Yep. What I was quoting in the book of Exodus, chapter 23. You know, these dudes, they all about the law, right? It says, Exodus 23:2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline the many to rest judgment.
Yeah, wrestle judgment. You know, so it don't matter if the crowd is going, in one favor. If the crowd, the direction the crowd is going in is off, you don't go that route.
Right.
And for the most part, whenever you see the majority of people going in one direction, that means that that's the wrong direction. You know, Yahushua said that straight is a gate and narrow is the way that leadeth to life. But wide is a gate and broad is a way that leadeth to destruction. And many there be that go thereat. You got it, bro.
I got one more. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, and I think it is.
This is fucking ridiculous, man. You guys out there should be fucking outraged. But you just going about, we're going to get this debate, and we're going to do that. You know? Fraternizing with these dudes.
Yeah, the debate is entertainment. That's all it is. It's entertainment. It's a spectator.
Like if them dudes was brothers. Them dudes are demons. Two devils. They're the enemies of the cross of Yahushua.
This is 1 Corinthians 11:18. First of all, when you come together in the church, I hear that there be divisions among you, and I partly believe it. For there must be also heresies among you.
Yeah, and Yahushua said it best. You know that it is impossible, but that offenses must come. Read that part again.
Yep, it says, for there must be also heresies among you, that they which.
And you know what? The Cornelius thing, when they had the Cornelius Council, that everybody in that room, except for the brothers in Connecticut, the only one that's left that was in that room on that night is you got Ben, Barak, you got there, but they wouldn't do it. They were too, they were like two mice in the back somewhere. They didn't say nothing. They didn't have they were just quiet. You know, we the ones that's always being brought to council. And we used to look forward to going to council because we can cut them niggas up. But all them guys that was in there, except for the men in Connecticut, but some of them fell out too, but the most of them stayed in. And Gabar was down. We still here. Gabar is still here. Apostle Ryan Lop's here. Apostle Ricard is still here. The bishops are still here. Myself, of course, and Nate. But the rest of them guys, the guys that he was cool with, Nate, that they were all together, 12 Tribe Abduction, they're not doing the work no more. They're not doing the work. They went back into the world. And every last one of them that went back into the world, if you're still alive, you're going to take that chip. Because you're not going to know not to take the chip. You don't know what you don't know. And a lot of people Now, if all the One West, former One Westers said the mark of the beast is microchip, guess what? All these other camps would teach that. But nah, I don't like GMS. I'm gonna just go with Zabak. I'm gonna go with Nate. Nate said he ran from this guy, this clown. What's his name? Ron Dalton. Which I ain't gonna call him a clown. He just lost. He just lost. You know, that's all. He just lost. But you know, he ran from him. I can show you the picture. He ran from him. He didn't want, this guy called him out. And that's why you don't go on these different shows. Why in the fuck you going on these different platforms like you a guest? Like them people are gonna wake up. If you went on these particular shows and they said that you had the truth, guess what? Their whole format will be based upon Israel. They will be having you on they give you the show. This is your show now. I'm convinced. We the Israelites. So everything that we're gonna speak on, this is about Israel. Nah, they have a different guest. They might have a comedic. So you niggas are in this thing for entertainment purposes only.
Are approved may be manifest among you.
Right, and that's what it happened. Because, you know, it starts privately. It starts with a thought. It starts with I don't really believe that.
No, them two niggas woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. They had a eureka moment. You called, hey, brother, you know, Edomites can make it. Yeah, that was the money. That got to be the spirit. But what time did you get up? 3 in the morning? What time you get up? I got up at 3:01. And I called you as soon as I got the thing. Edomites gonna make it. So don't worry, brother. Your grandmother's gonna make it.
But I'm gonna teach anyway, and then eventually it manifests, and it's gonna manifest in their talk, because them demons are gonna make them come out, because the spirit is compelling them to come out. Just like what happened with Judas at the end, right? It said Satan entered into him, and what did Yahushua say? You know, that which thou doest, you know, do quickly. You know, and that's when Satan entered into him, and he went to betray the Lord. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, yeah, when ye come together, therefore, into one place. This is not, that was the point. But like you said, Apostle, like when these doctrines, basically when these doctrines come out, it's to show forth who stands on what.
Right.
You know?
That's it. So was that it?
Yep, that's it.
All right, so with that, you know, we pray that you brothers and few sisters have been edified. And once again, where are you, you know, defenders of the gospel at? Where are you true defenders of the gospel at? Apostle Tara is premiering right now. He's doing a live, not a live, a premiere lesson, which is like a live, you know, on the two magpies. There's two demons, those two, you know, miscreants from the Genesis group, Hakai and Hassad, and pretty much they're saying that the seven back then, you know, that at One West back then, they taught that the Gentiles could be saved, and that's total bullshit. First of all, as I was thinking the thought, you know, Elder Pastor Tara said it, that these two clowns wasn't even around back then. Elder Pastor Tara said you weren't even born back when the school was set up back then. So how in the hell you know what the hell was going on back then? You don't know shit. You're just hearing bullshit or you making shit up. Now, the name of this lesson is, where are you true defenders of the gospel at? Where are you at, Bishop Nathaniel? Where are you at, Bishop Yahusap? I don't remember if Bishop Kanai was at One West. I don't remember him. I don't remember his face in particular. I do remember Bishop Nathaniel and Yahusap. Where you at, General Yohana? You know, where you at, you guys that were back there at One West? You know, where you at defending the gospel? Where you at? You know, because the scriptures speak about, give me Jude 1 and 3. Scriptures speak about contending for the faith, fighting for this faith, defending this faith. Where you guys at? You know where to be found. But when it comes to making money, you there. When it comes to some goddamn debate, you know, some bullshit, you there. But when it comes to defending the gospel, you guys are lacking. Where you at? Here it is. These guys are saying that at One West they taught that the Gentiles could be saved. That's total fucking bullshit. That was never taught at the main school, ever. The closest was Cornelius being an Edomite, but he wasn't going to be saved. He was just holding the book, which, like Elder Pastor said, didn't make sense back then. But it was part of the doctrine, you know, and the doctrine was still growing. You know? You got that?
Yep.
Okay,
Jude
read
1
it.
and 3 is, beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith.
Right, so you should earnestly contend for the faith. This is an exhortation. So where are you true defenders of the gospel at? Your General Yohanan, your Bishop Nathaniel, your Bishop Yawasap, you individuals that were back there actually at One West, that know the true doctrine that was taught at One West, that know that was total bullshit, that it was never taught that the Gentiles could be saved. Where you at defending the gospel, man? And get out Philippians 1 and 17. But yeah, matter of fact, before you do that, are you in the blue letter?
Yep.
Can you get the word contend?
Yeah, I'm right there.
Yeah, bring it up. And if your brothers got any precepts or any thoughts, if you got a precept, just quote it in the.
The word. Here we go. It's all together. I was going to look up earnest, but it's earnest and content is together.
Okay.
You know. Going to the word contend, it means to fight. You know, when you first come into the knowledge, you dedicate yourself to the Lord, that you're going to be dedicated to this word. No matter what obstacles or no matter what doctrines come around, you're going to be on the forefront to defend it. It's a spiritual fight, it's a spiritual war. And also, too, the apostles, actually, you know, we've been hearing the same stories over and over, you know, from the apostles to all and down. And the stories and the history of what happened and with the doctrines and how everything into manifestation has always been the same. It's just everyone else has a different story, you know?
That's it. Now, do me a favor. Go to 1 Corinthians 9, and I think it's around verse 24. You might have to read up a little bit above that.
1 Corinthians chapter 9?
Yeah, because we're reading about the word contend. It means to fight, to contend. And it's a battle, you know?
1 Corinthians 9, you said?
Yes, sir.
From the top?
No, around the 24th verse.
Right.
You might have to read a little bit above that.
Yep. Verse 23. 1 Corinthians 9:23. And this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partaker thereof with you.
Right, because what are we doing? Matter of fact, read 22. See what 22 says.
To the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak. I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some.
Go ahead.
And this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partaker thereof with you.
Right, because the goal of teaching the gospel is to what? To get to the finish line, which is what? Salvation, when Yahushua comes back. So it's a fight. And the one that's going to get the crown is the one that crosses the finish line.
Salvation, the word salvation. I looked up save, now I'm going to look up the word salvation. Salvation. Look, beautiful. First scripture. I have waited for thy salvation, O Yahweh. Did the Edomite say that? Did Esau say that? And Moses said unto the people, fear not, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Now Hassad to come up and say, yeah, well, that includes the mixed multitude too. You might be one of the fucking mixed multitudes. Let me come on down. Let me come to the New Testament. Come to the New Testament. Look at that. All throughout the Psalms. Oh, look at that. All them. Oh, boy. Nothing but precepts on the Psalms, bro. I want to go to the New Testament. Jump the gun and go to the New Testament. Salvation has raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of thy servant. Let me open this up. And many of the children of Israel shall be turned to Yahweh, their power. He hath holpen his servant Israel, and remembrance of his mercy, it says, and his father Zacharias was filled with the Holy Spirit and prophesied, saying, Blessed be the Lord power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, the Israelites. Redeem mean to buy back. And the child grew and waxed strong in spirit, and was in the desert till the day of his showing unto Israel, or the Israelites. Now, where did I go to? So I wanted the word salvation. And hath raised up an horn, a power of salvation for us, the Israelites, in the house of his servant David. Let's look up the word salvation. The same chapter, Luke, says, so you got the word knowledge of salvation, meaning you know you're going to be saved. It's in your mind, salvation.
Strong's G 4991, soteria. Soteria.
Deliverance, preservation, safety, salvation, deliverance from the molestation of enemies. In an ethical sense, that which concludes to the soul's safety or salvation. Of messianic salvation. Messianic salvation is when the Lord comes and delivers us. Salvation as the present possession of all true Christians or Israelites. Further salvation, the sum of benefits. The salvation is when the missiles get ready to hit this place. The righteous shall scarcely be saved. When the missiles are in the atmosphere coming down, bearing down on us, we're going to see the missiles coming and we're going to get beamed up. We're going to get beamed up quick. Them graves are going to open up. All them the saints, they're going to Abba. He going to get beamed up. Yahweh beamed up. Mashah. Anybody else? Any brother that was in Israel, any sister that died in the Lord, they're going to get beamed up. And they're going to get beamed up before we get beamed up. And then we're going to finally meet Elijah. Oh, that's Elijah. We're going to hug Elijah. We're going to see Yahweh. Oh, Yahweh. You're going to be a young man. They're all going to be young. Mashah, oh, there's King David. But then you're going to have Edomites in the corner. We're going to be looking at Edomites sideways in the corner. You got to be out of your fucking mind, man. You two clowns, you two magpies, you two demons. Alexander and Hymenaeus, two goddamn demons. And all you niggas through the years that fell off and went back into the world, guess what? You're going to take that chip and you're going to die here in Babylon the Great. Anyway, Shalom.